Hello guys, welcome again to the channel. How you're doing? I hope you guys are doing very well. Don't mind my voice. So today I'm going to talk about the cost of raising a goat to maturity in Nigeria. So like you all know, I do goat farming, I do pig farming, I do cattle farming too. So I'm well versed in these three things, and I love what I do, and I love it. So in today's video, I'm talking about the cost of raising a goat to maturity here in Nigeria. So let's get into the video. So I'm excited about this video because most of my videos I make them on demand. If people ask me questions too much, I say, you know what? People cannot be stressing my life. Let me just make a video about it so that everyone will leave me. So everyone leave my WhatsApp for me to rest. So the per head cost of raising, in fact, like I always say, there's nothing much in goat farming. As far as, because you don't buy feed. That's one thing I love about these ruminant animals. You don't buy feed. Unlike pigs, I have to buy feed. In pigs, but I love pigs. They multiply fast. That's one thing I like about them. But their feeding, you suffer. It's okay, it's not you suffer, but it can give you stress. Buying those feed, as if you are doing poultry farming. And what most people think is that they can feed their pigs anything and they will grow. It's a lie. Don't have that mind. It's a lie. Your pigs will not grow very well. Now for the goats. Raising a goat to maturity in Nigeria doesn't cost that much. Unless you are in the north. Because the north doesn't have much grass when compared to us here in the south. So, like I always say in my videos, I say things that I do. I say things that I know I've worked and I've experimented and they've worked for me before I can push it to others. Because I would like a situation whereby someone will be doing something and they'll say it's me that told them to do it and it not work for them. No, I like proving my theories first into practical before I push it out here on this YouTube. So, if you're in the north, this might not apply to you. Because in the north, there is not much green grass. And some farmers that I know in the north, some big cattle, goat farmers, buy grass. They buy grass. Even from here, from the south. There's a farmer who I know is based in Kaduna who buys truckload of grass from Ibadan to the north just to feed his animals. So that is expensive. And one thing about goat farming, one thing I love about it is that it has, the profit margin is always big. Even the cattle, the profit margin is always big because I basically spend nothing on these animals. Apart from drug and from time medication, I deworm, vaccinate, what else? Water. Water is not much of a big deal now because rain fall every time. And there are rubbers everywhere in my farm, so the rain always fall inside. And they're big rubbers, so they will last for long. So it's not even about pumping water for them. So the cost is always down. So what I basically pay for at my farm when it comes to goat farming is I pay the guy that will bring in the grass into the farm because my goats, I don't like my goats going out. The only things I go out in my farm is the cattle, because I've told you people what I experienced in the hands of zero grazing. I wanted to do zero grazing and my brother, I had to run. I had to run from zero grazing. It's damn expensive. So what I usually pay for is per head. I pay my workers per head. Like let's say, okay, for now, my goats are not up to 20. I have very few goats. Like I told you guys, I lost 80% of my goats some time ago, and I made a video about it. But with time, I know I'm just trying to work on my finances now. I'm going to work on bringing bigger goats from the north, and I'll still carry you guys along the way. So I was saying, I usually pay my workers per head. So for now, I have my goats are not up to 20, probably 12. My goats are 12 in number, and they are mostly Nigerian dwarfs. But I'm planning and I'm working on, like I always say, and I tell you guys almost everything I do at my farm, apart from the secrets, because there are secrets that you have to keep to yourself. Only those who come near you, you will tell those ones too. So for now, I have 12 goats at the farm. They are mostly Nigerian dwarf. But I'm working on, not planning. Planning is a long process. I'm working right now, currently working on bringing in Sahelian goats. These are goats. See, I used to have this mentality that, I will need to bring in the Boer goods from South Africa and spend over 400,000 naira trying to bring in those goods from South Africa, or even more. I also want to bring in the Kalahari goods, red goods from South Africa, and spend almost 500,000 naira bringing those goods from South Africa. But at the end of the day, I said, "Law, you know what? I'll need to source local goods that do very well." Now, there's this goat breed that is called Sahelian goats. Sahelian goats are mostly found in Katsina, in Chad, in Kano, and I think it should also be in Kebbi State also. So these goats, instead of me spending 400,000 naira trying to fly in Boer goats, which I'm not even sure, because if you want to bring in those kind of goats as foreign goods, if you lose one, it will be devastating. Because this is 400,000 naira, this is 500,000 naira you're spending to bring in a goods. And what if anything happens to it? So I'm like, instead of me to use this money to just buy one Boer goat and this thing, let me use this money to go to the north, because there must be, it's not the Sokoto Red though. Sokoto Red don't even grow that much when compared to Sahelian goats or Damascus goats breed, which is mostly found in Chad, and we know that Chad is near us. So these goats are mostly found in Katsina and Kaduna, yeah, Kaduna. So what I'm working on now is to bring in the Sahelian goats. Sahelian goats clock almost 70 kg to 80 kg within a year plus. Within a year. So that means within 1 year, you are looking at a goat breed that is reaching almost 50 kg if fed well. Okay, let's not 40 to 50 kg. But let's just leave it at 50 kg. A goat breed that is reaching 50 kg in almost a year. And it can easily adapt to the environment. Unlike you bringing these foreign goats to put at your farm and risk that amount of money. And I understand that this is business, is a risk. Business is risk. It's not about taking risk, but you need to also calculate your risk. With that 400,000 naira, in fact, as dollar as risen now, it will be almost 800,000 naira to bring in one Boer goat, or even more. I've not done it before, but from my research, it's very, very expensive. So it's not be waste. It's not wasting. It's not me trying to push this amount of money for one goat. I could use it to get almost 15 Sahelian goats and put at my farm. And within 2 years, I'll see their results. So that's basically the essence of what I'm saying. Let's focus on our local breeds. Let's stop talking about these Boer goats. Let's look for those good breeds around us and try to cross them with our local ones, and they'll adapt better to the environment. I don't know if you guys understand what I've been saying since, but I'm making sense, if you understand me. So at my farm right now, I pay my workers per head. So if I have 10 goats, I'll be like, every month for one goat, I'll pay 300 naira. That's what I do at my farm. I pay the people that bring in grass for them. They bring in grass in the morning and grass in the night. Enough grass that will let them be having food 24/7. I like all my animals having food 24/7. So they'll bring in grass in the morning, they'll bring grass in the night. So per head monthly cost, what I'll pay you for one goat every month is 300 naira. So that means if I have 10 goats every month, I'm paying these people 3,000 naira. And these are guys who are in the village, so they are looking for any means to make money. So 3,000 naira for 10 goats is a small deal for them. So they will do it. So imagine if you have 50 goats, you're paying them 300 naira times 50, which is almost it should be almost 15,000 naira, which is just a good amount for them. But depending on your location, it might be higher. Sometimes I was doing 500 naira before I got it down to 300 naira because of cost, because I couldn't meet up with the whole running cost. So I had to cut it down to 300 naira, but they still did it. And you have to be able to work very well with your customers. Even if your payment is not all that high, there's a way you relate with your workers. So not customers, workers. There's a way you relate with your workers, and they'll be feel happy doing things for you. And that's one thing I like to inculcate in my business approach. I always try to make sure that everyone is working for me is comfortable doing what they're doing for me, not the one that I'll go and they'll do things out of anger, out of just to make sure that things don't work out as they should. So I pay them per head, which is 300 naira. Now per head cost for 1 year goods, if you are paying 300 naira within 1 year, which they are 12 months in, a goat would have accrued 3,600 naira in feed cost. So basically, the only thing I spend money on in goats is bringing feed for them, bringing in food for them, which is the grass. I will assume you already have the land, you already have your structures, you already have your fencing, so all those things are already in place. So the only thing you should focus on is bringing in the feed for these goats. So for 1 year goats, 300 naira times 12 is equal to 10,600 naira. So let's assume that goat within, let's say as a pata, say the goat no grow. I'm talking about the Sahelian goat, because the Nigerian dwarf, the highest weight it can attain is 35 kg, which could take almost 3 years, because this is our goat breed here in the southeast. Here in the south, they grow very, very slowly. They are very, very slow in growth, and they don't even grow that much. So that's why you need to bring in superior breeds. Either the Sahelian or the Damascus goat breed, which is the best option we have here in Nigeria. But if you have the financial capability, you can go for the Boer goats, you can go for the Kalahari Red, or you can go for other goat breeds that grow very, very fast. So someone was talking about the Honamli goat breed. It's also good, but that's if you have the money to go for it. So these goats, these superior goat breeds, let me just say that they did not grow. Within 2 years, they weigh 50 kg. Don't forget, some of these goats, these Sahelian goats, had the capability to reach 80 kg within a year plus. So let's just say that within 2 years, due to sickness or due to some other things, they did not do well. So let's say at 2 years, they weigh 50 kg. Now, a goat at 50 kg, you can easily sell it for 40,000 naira in Nigeria. 40,000 naira for a 50 kg goat in Nigeria. Now, if you minus your running cost, your total accrued running cost is 7,200. Let's just say it's 10,000 naira. You're still having a profit of 30,000 naira. 5,000 naira. Then let me say you minus other little things, vaccination, medications. At the end of the day, you still have almost 20,000 naira in profit. So that's basically the cost of raising a goat to maturity. It doesn't cost much. If you are in the south, if you're in the north, it might be a different case if you are buying grass. But here, I just paid someone that will cut the grass from the bushes, from the field, from anywhere, and bring it into my farm so that my goats can eat. It's simple. It's a simple process. So that's on today's video. Oh, I've talked too much today. So that's on today's video. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you keep on supporting the channel. As far as a livestock person, this channel is for me and for you too. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.